Uh, DEI chin, normal chin. So apparently these square, more masculine jaws are a way to make women
Kelly
look
Jean just
bigger
tipped three.
noses.
The stream.
Okay. I've never heard of this concept before. Fix the Dust Bowl mom's woke DEI chin. I mean, it's so different. This is such a dumb argument. Terminally online leftist. This is obviously not the same thing. This is a real person, and they're not in the picture because they're attractive. These are like people in video games. They're supposed to. This is Laura Croft. Laura Croft's supposed to be hot. It's not the same thing. Like I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with this. This looks like Korra or something.
Okay, I had to return from my thing. Number one, this looks fine. It doesn't look that bad. All that this screams of to me is that the
Okay.
only
When you're trying to
fucking women
defend
that you want
something,
to
Wolfgang,
see.
just as a first principle here, you shouldn't come in and say it's
Yeah.
not that bad
Not
because
bad,
that
yeah.
implies it's some amount bad.
Well, because of course to these people, anything that isn't like a Korean sex doll that's got plumped up lips is pretty bad. So I'm already working with that, and that's fine. If that's the media you want to consume, I'm not going to judge
Wait,
it. It
you're
may
saying
sound like
this
I'm
is
judging
a
you for it.
Korean sex doll with pumped up lips?
No, like the thinning of the fucking chin, the bigging of the eyes, the plumping of the lips, all of that.
Beginning.
What? Shut the fuck up. But all of this stuff, you're just trying to fucking make anime characters real life. It's the same fucking mentality that made people see not Tifa, Aerith from Final Fantasy VII and be like, this is still too fucking Western. We need to make her look more like anime. And then they try to Photoshop her face to make her look like a 2D fucking character. That doesn't work in like a semi-realistic like 3D thing. People have these obsessions with like these features that comes from anime. It comes from fucking watching too much anime, I'm telling you. And there's just this obsession with not having women with like features that I don't want to call more masculine, but look at Angelina Jolie, like Lara Croft, right? Like look at her jaw. Are you gonna tell me that she's got a DI chin? She's like the prettiest fucking
No,
woman
but
in
wait,
all of
hold
the
on.
2000s.
Angelina Jolie's chin is like sharp, right? Hold on.
What you you think it's like pointy at the tip, like a little
Bro,
Korean?
this is like an
K-pop doll?
incredibly feminine chin. Yeah, this is like very feminine. She just happens to be
You are
like
in.
2% body fat.
I agree.
She's
I
just, like,
agree with
ghostly
you.
thin.
Maybe you know what? Maybe I'm fighting phantoms
Ghostly?
by the metrics of
She's
by the
thin as
metrics
fuck.
of the people who I see write about DI chin. I don't think that they would consider Angelina Jolie like somebody who has like a feminine chin. Like I think these people
nah,
are
it's pretty flat. I could see them saying that's a DEI chin
maybe
based on
you
what
know
is
what?
this here. There it
Yeah,
is.
maybe I need like more extreme examples and
That's
stuff
like an
that.
Angelina Jolie chin right there.
Okay, well I can think of like beautiful women that have features that are. I think the women that most people would universally agree that are beautiful, but they may have like a feature that isn't like entirely feminine that like these people are looking for. Like the Mary Jane Watson character, like her eyes are not the best. Like the chin, I think is the least of her fucking problems if you're like looking to make somebody like attractive. And the girl at the very I gotta go. I'll be right back. Hold on.
That guy was yelling and his roommates came to yell at him. I don't know why he can't just keep it calm. He can't just keep it calm. He's gonna scream in the middle of the night. What is he doing? Women
Can you
in
still hear
media
me?
should be allowed to be ugly. Yep, can still hear you.
Okay, I
Ah,
might disconnect
sure.
soon because I think this mic is going to die soon. So just giving you a heads
All
up.
right. No worries. We'll disconnect and just be gone randomly, guys. Yeah, women can be ugly. I don't care if women are ugly, but it's like I don't think it's bad to have like attractive women either. It's not bad. And some people are going the other way on that, and it's whatever. I think
I
ugly
think the
characters
problem
are
or
cool.
the issue is that there's a weird world where you want to have like good representation in games, but also like games and movies are also supposed to be like ideals.
Power
Like if you
fantasy,
go and look
yeah.
at like the carvings, like the statues, like the Michelangelo, everybody's like fucking working on. Like it's not like every Greek or whatever person looked like this, right? Like these are like the idealized or hyper idealized masculine or feminine form, which is also cool too. Like that's why it's a fantasy, right?
Yep. Yeah, pretty much exactly. I think like the people who are not attractive are fine too. But the thing that I don't like from game studios is they will take main characters and they'll make like all of the main characters ugly. Or it feels like they're starting to do that. And it's like, and then they won't sell games. And it's like, bro, because people, it's like literally a fantasy game. People want to look attractive. What are you doing? Can't make everybody ugly, which I think is sort of what happened with the, oh, fuck, what was this game called? Did you hear about this? Why can't I think of the
Oh.
name of the game? The game that Concord, yes, Concord. Thank you. Sony spent like $100 million or more on this game, this new IP they were gonna do, sort of like their version of Overwatch, and then the game just failed and died, and they had it out for like a week, and then they just took it offline.
Not to be like a super
400
wokey,
million?
but did it really fail because of like bad looking
No, it
characters?
failed
or
because it was a
game?
shitty. It failed because it was a shitty game. But like they had a whole bunch of people who were like fairly woke on it, and they were talking about how important all this stuff was. And yeah, they made a shitty game. It failed both because it was a shitty game and shitty marketing, and they had the anti-woke people against them. But still,
like the
like the
anti-woke
fact that
people
they would
probably
just
don't think-
abandon it after putting that much money in was insane. But I think they haven't abandoned it. I think they just like they're retooling with all the assets and
Yeah.
shit they made. Oh, Jesus. Are you still looking at the screen, by the way? Can you see these images I'm pulling up? Jesus. Normal. DEI infected, okay? Brown eyes in mic? Okay. So we're just gonna put anything in here. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't have to be remotely real. Brown eyes? What kind of plebes have brown eyes? Disgusting. I I just can't imagine the people who draw this on here who are like, that's crazy. That's wild. Stormlight enjoyers? I am a Stormlight enjoyer. How many times will go woke, go broke need to be disproven for people to STFU about it? It's not disproven, and it was basically people saying, hey, if you keep doing shit that we don't like, we're not going to stick around. And then people stopped sticking around for the Marvel movies and for Star Wars both. So I guess technically, when everybody was still hype and thought it could be salvaged, go woke or go broke didn't work. Kind of works now when they are all scrambling to get as many white dudes back in their series as they can. Scrambling back to pay fucking Robert Downey Jr. $40 million to come back to Marvel. Surely that's because they didn't go broke after going woke. Sorry, I have these fights sometimes. I don't think going woke or having like representation in your scripts makes them worse. I just think there's a lot of people who think like representation and DEI shit is very important, and they don't pay the proper amount of concern towards their stories and shit. Like the recent Marvel movies have just been awful. Biggest franchises suck now, not cause woke, cause bad. No, they also put a bunch of bad actors in charge of Marvel and fucking Star Wars, and then they put directors who agree with their values in charge of these movies. Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with, like, whatever you call, like, a woke ideology. That fucking Acolyte show was the biggest... Oh my god, just the biggest failure I've seen from that entire... From Disney, basically. And you can say it's not because they're trying to go woke, but bro, why did the Jedi have to be evil? Why did they have to have an evil, or the good guys actually all along were like the lesbian witch cult at the end of the universe? Bro, they're so... No, you can't convince me away from the woke stuff did go too far, and they did fuck it up. It just wasn't when they added like a black stormtrooper, okay? It came after that. They freaked out. They did the boy who cried wolf shit, okay? The black stormtrooper wasn't the line they needed to draw, or it wasn't the right place to get upset, okay? But now they have every right to be upset. Now shit sucks. Well, actually, weren't all the stormtroopers clones? Or no, those are clone troopers. I don't know Star Wars well enough to argue the Star Wars lore, so whatever. Stormtroopers are just normies. Yeah, I figured that's why they're stormtroopers, not clone troopers anymore. Oh, wait, maybe not. Hold on. Maximus is a question. Are you saying the DEI ruining media is more diversity hires than diversity being woven into stories? No, it's not diversity hires. It's hiring people who think diversity is more important than telling a coherent fucking story. Like, hey, they would rather make sure that they have this, like, fucking BBC cucking scene in there than that the fucking show makes sense. Like the people who ran The Witcher into the ground. Okay? I think it's people like that who generally are getting in Hollywood, and it's a networking thing. So if you have heterodox views in Hollywood, you probably don't get hired as much. They have a bunch of people who are retards and think this is the most important thing. I think that's generally the direction it's taken. And now that money's not free, it's going back towards, hey, we actually need to write coherent stories and make people enjoy stuff. Wow, we can't just, sacrifice everything on the altar of representation. You're only talking about their identity. Tell me about... Wait. You even said anything about the story. What, about The Witcher, Sophia? I'm sorry, in my chat. About The Witcher or what? What are you asking me about? Any of them? The Last Jedi, from what I understand, makes no sense. And, like, the entire main plot line, like, actually doesn't matter. That, like, if they just drifted through space with no conversations happening, the movie happens the exact same way. Incorrect?
Awkward.
Okay, you guys didn't. You
can't
guys
remember
didn't
the
say
Last Jedi parts.
crazy
I
shit.
did
You
say
guys
The
didn't
Last
say
Jedi
crazy
wasn't
shit.
DEI. What's up?
You guys, I'm seeing a diagram on your screen that makes me angry. Makes me
Okay.
frustrated.
Why does it make you
Sure.
angry, Wolfgang? Tell us.
Because I just don't understand the. You know what I should do? I should find universally agreed actresses that have features that don't fit these changes that keep people applying.
Yeah,
'Cause
but are they
there
gonna
has to-
hold on? But are they gonna fit like one? Is it like gonna be Angelina Jolie's chin when every other feature in Angelina Jolie's face is like the most feminine, attractive thing that exists on planet Earth?
Well, but
Because
that's,
like
but that's
you can
the,
find
that-
one feature that's gonna miss, but you're not gonna find 8 features that are gonna miss on a very, very, very popular actress.
Well, I also think something that guys don't consider too is that like model looks, I think, are pretty contrary to like conventional attractive looks. So people might say like, oh, look, she's got like a masculine chin. But I think that like model-esque women that are much taller, also they're not generally like super curvy, or they're not gonna have like a fat ass or whatever, right? So they do look beautiful, but just like in a more modelly way, not like Instagram model, but like runway model, as opposed to like a girl next door, like, oh shit, she's so fucking hot or whatever, because she's like got, like a whatever. I think it's a different type of thing.
God, I want to bring up the examples that come to mind are all women that come to this stream and or Jason's streams, and I don't want to sit here picking their face apart for what's like attractive or not.
No,
So I need
tell me
to-
why. Tell me why not Sarah is ugly, Wolfgang. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Why you gotta out of everybody too? Why would you pick somebody who I work for? Why? There's so many people, and you're gonna put me on
You
the. you're
literally
gonna-
just said exactly why I would do that. Yeah, because it's gonna be awkward for you.
You're
That's-
a
you
bastard,
literally just
okay?
asked me, and then
Next time you
asked and
fucking
answered,
misspeak again, I'm
okay?
gonna do it double. I'm gonna laugh at you fucking double, and I'm not even gonna feel bad. I went ahead and I told your chat, don't be mean to him. He misspoke.
Do you
It's
think
fine. Don't
I'm gonna
bully him.
misspeak before you do?
Honestly, it's entirely today you were really nervous. Something hit
It's
you
entirely
in a primal spot.
What?
Wait, my stutter counts as misspeak? No, I'm just
It
slow
does now.
and retarded. What? No, it doesn't.
Retarded.
You're fucking stupid as fuck, bro. Do it or you're sexist? Do what? Or no, I'm not. This is awkwardly weird. You don't do that. But I don't know. I think maybe it's coming from an artistic standpoint. I just think there's so many beautiful parts of like a face, including parts that are quote unquote contradictory. You can have some girls that have girly features in with their eyes, with their like foreheads, without like any pronunciation to like the brow and stuff like that. Beautiful cheekbones, and maybe like their lips will be like slightly thinner and not like plumpy the way that people find like sexy. And when I see stuff like this, I just see this obsession with making everything into like the most like Korean attractive doll, and it just makes me
Why do
roll
you
my
hate
eyes.
Koreans so much?
Because I hate the Korean thing where you like shave your fucking chin to have like a thin fucking chin, and the makeup needs to accentuate like your big. It's the same form of attractiveness on every single fucking girl. There's no like diversity of like look that they're going for. The ideal that there isn't like, oh, there isn't like different ideals. It just feels like the Korean thing is always like K-pop. Pretty girl, and it's been done 1,000 times,
right now,
and
I'm
it
just saying.
will continue to be done. No, it's a cultural thing that I dislike, not like a biological, intuitive thing.
Yeah, that's
okay?
what
It's a choice.
Asmongold said. Nobody believed him. Nobody believes you.
I just think it's so. I just think this thing has been done
Would you
1,000
say
times,
that
and it will.
Koreans are from an inferior culture, Wolfgang?
I don't think so. I come from. Never mind. I don't want to answer any questions. Okay. But I just don't like that it feels like every single Korean standard of beauty is like almost so much the exact fucking same. And it feels like it infects a lot of the art that I consume as well. And it makes me a bit frustrated. I need to find pictures of Aloy to you. Because I feel like that character does have like a face that isn't like the conventionally attractive that I'm talking about. She's a pretty looking character. She's like an attractive. She's got an attractive face that's like nice.
Tell me how many times a month Aloy showers?
Is it zero? Is it? I like in the game lore. I don't know. Do they shower in like post-apocalyptic dino rope? They probably
Just a
do.
joke about it sounding kind of like Ayla, but don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. That's kind of mean-spirited, but all right, Mr. Asshole, you can do whatever you want. Hold on. Zero Dawn. Yeah, here. I don't know why you would just not type this yourself. Why you'd have to let me type this for you, because I take so long to do anything. Okay, hold on. I'll DM you some faces. Like, I don't think like she's unattractive at all.
I mean, wait. Oh, did
But-
they make her worse? They did make her worse in the remodel. She's less attractive in the remodel, like objectively. She's got all these forehead lines. Something's gone on here. Yeah, I see what people are saying. She's like a different person. Are you doing all right? Okay. Oh, all right.
I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. Are you cool? Are we cool?
Well,
Okay.
it's like wait. We acknowledge that this is like a different person. No.
No, it's obviously not she has more detail, and like she's clearly making like a fucking scrungy, gringy face, right? Like she clearly, but like, and I could be wrong. Whenever I see that, and you're like, oh, the forehead wrinkles, I'm like, damn, they added forehead wrinkles. I wonder why. It's like a face of her like grimacing, right? I'm thinking to myself like, damn, I wonder if that's how she looks all the time, or if they picked like a really bad example of her doing like a facial gesture that doesn't like look good. Right? And maybe you'd say like, oh, she needs to look good. What? What's on your screen?
Sorry, some of the memes are super fucking funny. I just saw.
Okay, yeah, some of
I
the
clicked
some of
off.
the memes are funny. How do you feel that they made her look cuter on the remaster? I don't think I mind so much because they did make her look quote unquote like cuter, but I feel like her face still doesn't look like every single fucking wannabe. What, they make her look like Nikocado Avocado? Is that what I'm seeing on your screen? That is cruel and terrible and mean. Every single one of you, okay? I don't know how to explain it. Like I would have to fire up like my own stream and do like a dissection of why I think that whatever you want to call it, cutifying, whatever you want to say. Like I don't think it was that bad. Like for me, what I find awesome is diversity in like faces. I'm not asking for like ugly people. I'm not asking for like Auntie. What's the name of the hag? Auntie Hazel from Baldur's Gate. But I'm asking for
Ethel.
different people. Ethel, thank you. Different attractive faces, different
Don't put
shapes
the
of
masks
faces.
on, by the way, guys.
Holy shit, bro. Okay, can I vent? Imagine saying that like everyone who you're playing D&D with is so fucking terrible. None of them have played because of 20 years of experience, and you make rookie mistakes. Because she'll say shit like, "Oh, the prompts, the control prompts. I've played D&D, but I don't have to press a button to let go of my sword." Fine, but in what D&D game do you go into a fucking a hag's lair and you see like a fucking room full of people who like got like monkey paw wishes? And you decide to put on a random mask on your face. In what fucking world you as the D&D expert is gonna lack common sense? That is insane. That's fucking, that personally pissed me off, okay? But
Wolfgang is still trapped inside of that dungeon, actually. He relives that all the time.
not just
He's
the dungeon, bro. There are some funny parts and there are some parts that pissed me off to like no fucking degree. Oh god. The the harpy encounter where she hit the fucking kid, that shit was oh my god, that shit was awesome. But what was I saying before that? Yeah, different attractive, beautiful faces. Oh, you want to know an example? Fucking Chloe from Uncharted versus Helena, the Nathan's wife, versus the darker skinned girl from Uncharted 2. Like they haven't. They're both like sexy, attractive for most people, and they have different shapes of faces. The darker skinned girl has a way more like defined and pronounced features, and like Nathan's wife is this like petite, like she's got like a tiny little nose, a tiny little mouth, these big eyes, right? They're both like attractive, but in different ways, and I like that shape diversity. I feel like, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So you don't
Is this
think
guy playing the fucking
He's
piano?
playing some music? Yeah. So you don't think they made this character uglier at all?
On the pictures that you're looking at, yeah, nobody can fucking disagree that she doesn't look as attractive.